Okay, let's talk about AI. These tools are everywhere now, right? They're changing how we do pretty much everything, from creating art to writing code. But, and this is a big but, getting them to do what you actually want can feel like, I don't know, a total shot in the dark. So today, we're going to crack the code on how to get those amazing results every single time. Let's dive into the art of the prompt.
Have you ever had this happen? You see someone online post this mind-blowing AI-generated image or a perfectly written piece of text. You get excited, you try the exact same tool, and what you get back is, well, it's garbage. It is so frustrating. You know the tool is powerful, but it feels like there's some secret language that you're just not being told about.
Well, here's the secret, and honestly, it's pretty simple. It all comes down to this idea right here. The quality you get from an AI has almost nothing to do with the tool itself and everything to do with what you tell it. The magic isn't some hidden feature in the AI, the magic is in the instructions you give it. So what even is a prompt? It's simply the instructions you give the AI. And here's the best way to think about it. You're not talking to a computer, you're directing a brilliant, incredibly skilled, but very literal assistant. If your instructions are vague, they're just going to have to guess. But if you're crystal clear and you give them details, they can perform absolute miracles for you. That all sounds good in theory, but let's see what it actually looks like in practice. We're not to look at a few side-by-side examples that just perfectly show the night and day difference between a weak, vague prompt and a really strong, vivid one. All right, look at this. On the left, a weak prompt. Make a picture of a dog. What do you get? It could be anything, a cartoon, a sketch, who knows. But now look at the right. The prompt is so much stronger. Notice the details. The style is photorealistic, the subject is a golden retriever puppy, the setting is a sunflower field, the time is sunset, and we even set the mood with warm golden lighting. You see? You're not just asking for a dog, you're handing the AI a complete scene to build. And it's the exact same principle with writing. Asking it to write a blog post about health is it's way too broad. You're basically asking it to boil the ocean. So you get something generic and not very useful. But when the prompt specifies a 700-word count, a specific topic like morning walks, and even asks for scientific evidence and a motivational tone, now you get a focused, helpful article. It's the difference between a vague wish and a clear assignment. This one's for all the coders out there, and it's a fantastic example. Make a website. That's not an instruction, that's a wish. But look at the strong prompt. It provides a technical blueprint. It specifies HTML and CSS, the exact sections it needs, like a header and a gallery, the design style, minimalist, and even the blue and white color scheme. You're not making the AI guess, you're telling it exactly what to build piece by piece. Okay, so you've seen the difference it makes. Detail is absolutely everything. Now that you get the why, let's dig into the how. Here's a super simple toolkit, just 4 key things you can start doing right now to write much, much better prompts. First up, be specific. We just saw this in action, right? Details about style, tone, format, these are your best friends. Second, use examples. You can literally say, write in the style of, or give it a small sample to copy. Third, for bigger, more complex tasks, think step by step. Ask the AI to create an outline first, then have it write each section. And finally, number 4, just experiment. Play around with it, tweak your words, try different phrasings. You'll figure out what works best pretty quickly. Once you start thinking this way, your entire relationship with AI it shifts. You stop being a passive user who's just kind of hoping for a good result, and you become an active director. You're a collaborator in the whole creative process. And this right here is the biggest takeaway. It's really not about how good the AI is, it's about how well you communicate your ideas. So the next time you get a disappointing result, don't just blame the tool. Ask yourself, how could I have said that more clearly? The power really is in your hands. I want you to think of yourself as the architect. The AI, that's your crew of brilliant builders, and they are ready to construct anything you can imagine. But they can only build what's on the plans. Your prompt, that's the blueprint. The more detailed, the more thoughtful it is, the more incredible the final result is going to be. So that's it. That's the art of the prompt. It's all about shifting your mindset from asking vague questions to giving clear, creative directions. You have the tools, you've got the strategy, and the blueprint is all yours to design. So the only question left is, what are you going to create?